Yeah. Yo, what's going on, everybody? I know it's been a minute. I've been MIA. Sorry, I got a corporate job. I probably shouldn't say that. But anyways, big off season. It's a tough year, But I'm with my good buddy Matt Gonyeau. We're doing an MLB off season free agency predictions. It's lovely to have my boy Matt Gonyeau here. Dude,
Joe,
deadlift
always good to talk
650.
ball with you. Always good to talk ball.
So basically today, guys, we're basically going to be ranting off like 8 to 10 guys. We're going to be predicting like all the free agents right now, the big guys, the little guys, the fun ones, the ones that you really don't care about. We won't be taking up too much of your time though. Only the few people that watch this, but yeah, man. So Gani, kind of walk me through who you're what you're thinking, um, just in general for the off season so far. I mean, we kind of had a little bit. A little bit of signing, but not much. So
No, not really. I think the only decent or bigger name that's already been signed already is Josh Naylor to the Mariners. I believe it's a 5-year, $92 million deal, which is a good benchmark for a lot of first basemen on the market right now. Definitely a lot of interesting teams. There's a bunch of weird spots. I do think, as much as I hate it, I think Boston's gonna have a really big offseason this season. I think they will be. I got a lot.
jinx it,
I was
bro.
going
Don't
through
jinx it.
I was going through a lot of names today, and you could see a lot of them for Boston. I got a couple guys don't go in there, so yeah,
I
no, it should be
I
interesting.
will say, I have no idea. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I cannot predict the guys from like Japan. I have.
I think I got a good idea of where one of them's going, but other than that,
Is it? It's
it's
a third baseman, the
yeah.
Akamoto. How many pitch?
I believe it's um Monotaka Murakami. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. The first and third baseman, really big power hitting lefty, but I even then I no idea. It's really
Yeah,
anybody's game.
I heard one of them said they didn't want to go to the Dodgers.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the starting pitcher. I believe his name is Fuji. I do not know off the top of my head though.
Okay. Yeah, I have no idea. Um,
But
but yeah, like I mean, you kind of, we'll kind of just run through it here a little bit. Who's your first like name that you're predicting for free agency? You're kind of looking at.
so I'll be honest, the first guy I thought of free agency wise was Pete Alonso, first baseman for the Mets last season.
Yeah.
He's entering his age 31 to 32-year-old season. Had a great season last year, 38 bombs, 126 RBIs,
Florida
had an
guy.
OPS of 876. Definitely think he's trying to get a moderate decent sized deal, 4 to 6 years. I think he's probably going to cash in around $28 million a year. And there's been a lot of teams, like big market teams after him. I really think it's Mets, Red Sox, or Yankees who are going to get him.
I mean, he's a
And
Bulls guy, so
honestly, I do have him going to Boston 5 years, 140. I think they have a really young lineup, and I don't think Tristan Casas is their first baseman in the future.
oh,
I
pains my
think I think Pete Alonso, like you put him in the middle of that lineup, you
Cash
got
to do this.
a healthy Roman Anthony, Marcelo Meyer, Pete
Sorry, Cash.
Alonso, but Trevor Story, like I think
Oh,
right-handed Fenway, I think that's the move.
yeah. I mean that's honestly sounds great to me, but I mean there's definitely options out there for him. I would say the biggest thing is with the Red Sox being a humongous Red Sox fan is Cora preaches defense. Obviously, it doesn't come down to him, but I mean Pete Alonso's really not a good defender. He's just a masher, and at the same time, like him and Bregman pretty much had the same year this past year, based off if you're looking at WAR, pretty much the same. So like if you get one, not get the other, then it's kind of a waste of time, in my opinion.
I
But
do
hey,
think,
he's a UF guy, so I mean,
yeah, no, I do think the
goes.
reason why I said Alonso to Boston is because, again, I'm sure either you or I is going to say him, but I do think Alex Bregman's not going to come back as a Red Sox this next coming season. It'll be interesting to see where he goes, but I don't know. I
Yeah,
think there are other teams too. So I do think if Bregman stays in Boston, probably not Alonso to Boston, but if Bregman does leave, I do think Alonso goes to Boston because a lot of the same teams that are interested in Bregman are also looking at Alonso. But
Yeah, I
again,
agree.
anybody's
I mean,
game.
that's a good take. I mean, I don't mind it. I do think that there's other teams. I mean, the Mets are obviously still in the mix, but he's
Mm.
also like the Mets also, have a little they weren't very nice to him in free agency or his contract last year. So yeah, I mean, you could
Mm.
say that for sure. We'll see how it goes with Pete Alonso.
Definitely.
Um, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna roll right with the guy that we were just talking about, my boy Breggy Bombs. I don't know, man.
Mm.
I think I'm really I don't think he's coming back. I don't see him in Boston. Like it pains my heart, but I think he's going to Philadelphia.
That's where I had him going.
I have him going to Philly. I have him going for 5 years. I think it's gonna be 5 years. I don't know how much. 200 million,
See, so
170 to 200
I
mil.
think he's gonna get 30 million plus. I had him listed down as 6 years, 192, which is 32 per year.
Yeah,
I think
I
that's
get a bag.
again,
He's gonna get a
he is gonna
bag
get a
from Philly.
bag.
From Philly because
Mm.
he's a proven winner. He's a proven great teammate. Like, and he's not. It's not even on the field stuff. Like, he's just a guy. Like, he helped Marcelo and Roman, and he basically is a player coach. He kind of like had that Dustin Pedroia role for the Red Sox for the first time
Mm.
in God knows how long. But I think that he's going to Philly. But I mean, comes back. But hey, he's close to me, and for spring training, he's in Clearwater, so maybe I'll head
I
down there.
definitely Philly's definitely a good option. I think that Philly front office is again, they're kind of in a similar boat as the Yankees right now, where their core is starting to age a little bit and the clock is running down. Like Harper, Turner, like they only have Wheeler, they only have so much longer until their windows close, and Bregman would definitely get probably help them get over that hump that they've been in. So I again, you could look at it going to Philly. I had him listed down as possibly again Boston. Obviously, Detroit was another big one that could be in the mix. Now that they have Gleyber Torres signed, probably not as likely. But
Yeah, we were talking about
again,
that the other day.
AJ Hinch and reunited with Bregman could
Yeah,
see. I thought that's where he was going to go originally before he signed with Boston. And another big one is there's been a lot of rumors with him in the Mets. Again, if
yeah,
that
there.
scenario does happen where Alonso does go somewhere else, I could definitely see Bregman going to Queens to play for them.
Yeah, and it's also like I don't see like going back to the Red Sox. I just don't think like obviously it's a perfect scenario. I want Bregman and Alonso, but if we get one of them, I don't think we're getting the other one, and that's just gonna kill us
Mhm.
anyways. I think so at least. But yeah, I mean, I think Bregman either goes to Philly or Boston. I think Detroit's out of the equation. I think they have other things to worry
Right.
about, in my opinion. Mets are definitely in the
Mm.
equation. Obviously, the Dodgers are always maybe some other outside teams. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I got
Mm.
on Breggy.
Oh, good take.
Yeah.
I'll go a little bit differently here.
Okay.
Definitely not top tier guy for sure, but definitely a very reliable starter. Michael King of the Padres, starting pitcher. Again, former Yankee, was awesome when we finally turned him into a starter. I loved him when he was a starter, but then obviously traded in the Juan Soto deal. Was great for the Padres when he was on the field. He's got ridiculous stuff. It's again when he's healthy, he is dominant. I mean, he's entering his age 30-year-old season. Last year, 3.44 ERA, 73 innings, but put up a 4.1 WAR in 2024, a fully healthy starting pitching season. I think he's probably going to get 3 to 5 years and around probably 18 to 20 mil per season. There's a lot of teams that are also interested in him. Again, Yankees are in the mix. Giants, I could see. Tigers, Cubs. I actually do have him going to the Cubs. I think again, this is gonna be a little. It's gonna be a strange offseason for the Cubs. I think, but especially after, I don't think they're gonna be able to re-sign Kyle Tucker because he's gonna get. I think he's gonna get the most money this entire offseason out of anybody.
Yeah.
But I think after now that they got their ace back, showed it Igmanaga, I believe how you pronounce his name. But they got him
Yeah.
back. I think they're gonna try to bolster up that starting rotation, especially now that they're gonna have a full season of Justin Steele, their number two. So you get a solid three for the playoffs. I think King can definitely provide that, and I think he's probably going to go there. 4 years, 80 million, around 20 million per year.
Yeah. I mean, I don't disagree with that. I actually was like, I was thinking of a guy that's going like the next guy I was picking. I was thinking of him going to the Cubs, but like, yeah, I mean, it's like that's the biggest thing for the Cubs, right? They need starting pitching.
Mm.
Like you could just tell in the playoffs against the Brewers, they went down to the wire, but they just couldn't get it done because
Mm.
they don't have enough depth right now. I don't think, like you said. So once they get that, I think they could be right there with the Brewers. I don't know. I don't think they're there with the Dodgers. Obviously, they lose a big
Oh.
hitter, Tucker, if they don't bring him back, which is very
Hmm.
unlikely. So, yeah, I like that take. I think Michael King's a good pitcher. He's just got to stay healthy.
Yeah, and that's his biggest thing. When he's on the field, I think he's if you're looking at the best three hole pitchers in a rotation, it doesn't get much better than King. Like King is a great
Yeah,
again.
he's a good
You have
arm.
if you have him listed as your third best pitcher in your rotation, you have a really good rotation.
You do. Yeah, I agree. For sure, for sure. Yeah, I was gonna go with Dylan Cease for my next one, but of
Yeah.
course I picked the Cubs as well because
Mm.
they have the same problem. Um, but I mean, I don't know if there's other teams that would need him. I mean, there's probably other teams like I mean, maybe Detroit if they don't get
Yeah.
Skubal back. Detroit would be a good option. Um, I mean,
I think the only thing with Cease is he's gonna get a bigger bag than Michael
yeah,
King. Like definitely the name behind it. Like Dylan Cease is entering. He's 29 years old right now. Had a bit of a down season last year. He posted a 4.55 ERA, but still
yeah,
struck out 215 guys and has struck out 200 plus since 2021 till now every season. And
yeah,
I think
strikeout king.
he's gonna get a bag. I think last year his ER again definitely a down year for sure, but I still think he's gonna get paid like an ace. I actually had him listed to the Giants.
That's a
I
good
think
one.
he was gonna I had him listed as 7 years, 189 for so that's 27 mil a year.
Jesus.
I think
In
he's
the
gonna go.
bag.
I think
I
again,
mean,
San
it,
Francisco. I think we've
San
seen in
Francisco's a
years
big
that
option.
mm,
They need starting pitching. So yeah, you're definitely
they
right there.
do, and I think if we saw anything from last season, again, I think the Giants, especially with Buster Posey in the front of that front office, they're definitely more aggressive with free agents. But because of that, San Francisco isn't the most appealing place to go to. So they're having to overpay with certain guys. We saw that last year with Willie Adames. Like
Yep.
signed him early and was definitely a bigger contract than people expected. So I think they're going to do something similar with Dylan Cease or something of that sort, so they can compete with those bigger teams in the NL, like the Dodgers and the Phillies.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that, obviously. I mean,
Mm.
I only thought because the Cubs for Dylan Cease is because Kyle Tucker's not going to get that bag. So I mean, they should definitely
Mm.
go get a big arm. But I mean, yeah, it makes a lot of sense for the Giants. They don't really have a lot of big. I mean, they have Devers, they're taking on that contract, but the Giants have a lot of money and they're taking on like that. The left side of the infield is definitely expensive, but I think you're right. Pairing Logan Webb with Cease, that would be really good for them to compete in the division for sure. For sure, I would say so.
Mm. Yeah. Next guy I'll go to only a 1 year deal, definitely an older guy. The spot is a little different, so I'm picking Justin Verlander.
Mm,
42 years old.
holy,
Actually had a decent season for an older guy, like
yeah, he actually
3.85 ERA. He ended the season really hot. His second half was definitely a lot better than his first half. Still age 42, he still threw 150 innings. Like really, honestly, pretty impressive for a 50-year-old who came off. I believe it was Tommy John 2 years
50.
ago.
Yeah,
Like
dude, getting old. Oh
older
my,
guy, but there's definitely a lot of teams that are interested in him, even though he's an older guy. But I actually have him going to the Yankees on a 1 year deal.
you do.
The the Yankees off season is going to be really interesting because again, Trent Grisham took up the qualifying offer as much as I didn't want that to happen, which is $22 million, and they already have a lot of money booked up with other guys. Yeah, it's awful. I'm not a fan of it, but either way, so they're gonna have to find some guys on value deals. I think the Yankees will make two off-season signings and then do a lot of trades. Like I think if I'm being honest, and we'll probably talk about this guy later too, I think they're going to sign Justin Verlander and then re-sign Cody Bellinger, and then they're going to make trades. I think that's how their offseason is going to roll out. But I do. I think Justin Verlander. I think with the way that we're going to get Garrett Cole probably early June, late May. Then you're going to get Clark Schmidt sometime in the season. Louis Heels expected to return earlier in the season. So, but hopefully, but if everything goes right by the end of the season, you have Justin Verlander as our 5 starter. which I don't hate. He could be, again, even though
Justin
he's
Verlander.
obviously not in his prime anymore,
I
but
mean,
if he could post
Tatum
up a mid
likes New
threes,
York, so she probably wouldn't mind it. She went to the Mets, so I mean,
so exactly.
yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like Verlander probably would do that because if he goes to the Mets, I mean, you can go to
Mm,
the Yankees. I
that's
don't know.
it.
I see him going back to Detroit.
I
I
did
don't
have him listed to Detroit. I thought he was either going to be what I have him as either Detroit back to San Francisco Giants, or I had him to the Astros. And I don't know. I think the Yankees again, kind of strange for the
Not
Yankees
sad
to say,
signing.
but they're kind of balling on a budget. They don't have a lot of cap space. They're trying to stay. They've been really adamant about staying under that $300 million cap. And again, I think they're going to sign two guys and then make trades. And I
Yeah,
think if you can get a 3.5 ERA out of Verlander or even a 4 ERA out of Verlander, but have him pitch 150 innings as a 4 or 5 starter, they're going to make that move. They also love hardware. They love guys, older guys with like a former MVP or a Cy Young. They love that. So I
yeah,
think
they do.
definitely Verlander and New
Verlander's
York
the
could
man.
definitely. Mm,
I agree. That's a good take. I mean, he definitely could help you out your pen in the beginning or your starting rotation in the beginning of the year
mm,
without. I heard Rodon's probably not going to be healthy, and then you guys won't have Cole at the beginning of
no.
the year. It'll be just Cam and
Mm,
Freed probably, right? And then Gil is probably going to be out. He'll probably have some injury problem.
mm.
So, and you have Clark Schmidt out for the year, right? Isn't he injured too?
I think he's coming
Healthy.
back. I don't know if it's for the full year or if it's halfway through the year, but he will be missing a lot of time.
Okay. So yeah, I mean that's a lot of guys right there. So yeah, I would
Mm,
definitely agree that Verlander could definitely go there.
mm.
Yeah, so my next guy, I'd probably go with I'm looking right now. I honestly I might go with Eugenio Suarez.
Yeah.
I I'm not completely sure on this guy. I mean,
No, he's another weird one. It's
I was thinking, you know, Milwaukee never swings big, but
yeah.
I don't know if they need a third baseman or not. And I feel like they need another bat, but I could be totally
Mm.
wrong. I'm
I
thinking of
know last year they had Cale Durbin play a little bit of second base for him. He was also part of the Devin Williams trade in the beginning of the season. He played a good third base. I believe he was number. I think he was 3 overall for Rookie of the Year in the NL this year. He had a good season, but again, it's hard to turn out Eugenio Suarez.
but he can also play first. That's the other thing,
He
right?
could. I think so. I also had him down as one of my guys. He's 34 right now. Obviously, had a great season last year. 49 bombs, a 126 OPS plus, 118 RBIs. I had him going to the Tigers.
Yeah, that's
I
another
had him
one.
going. I had him going to the Tigers on a 2 year, $42 million deal, so 21 per year. I think, again, he's not the greatest defender by any means, but he could be a really good DH as well.
I mean, they'll
So like
swing it.
a team like the Brewers or the Tigers would make a lot of sense. I know the Tigers had Zach McKinstry at third base, and he had a good year. I believe he was an All Star, had a good year. But if you use him in a platoon type setting, you have him mash some lefties, and especially in Detroit. Well, I thought was in Detroit. They got Spencer Torkelson and a little bit of like Riley Green. Obviously, they got some good pop, but
Yeah,
from the right side too,
they need more right side
could.
offensive, I would say.
Mm.
Yeah.
But the Brewers make a lot of sense too. Like again, they don't really. They got Jackson Churio and Christian Yelich. But again, a right-handed pop would
Bryce
be really nice.
Terang, I think that's his name, the other guy.
Mhm. Yeah, no, he was good
The
last year.
Brewers are just so interesting. I don't, I'd never know
Mm.
like what they're gonna do. They never do anything anyways, but maybe they'll make
No,
a
not
move.
really. Yeah, definitely. I could
Maybe they'll
definitely
do
see
it.
that happening.
Maybe they'll do it.
Yeah, no, definitely. Um, I guess the next guy I go with. I mean, there's some really obvious ones. Like, I guess Kyle Schwarber is an interesting conversation. Like,
Yeah,
again, the Phillies are in a weird spot right now with money wise, where if they say they do go out and get a Bregman, does that impact them re-signing Kyle Schwarber? Because again, Schwarber had an amazing year on a walk year. I mean, he's 32 years old, like 56 bombs, had 132 RBIs. Honestly, the lowest home runs he's had since 2019, if we're not counting 2020, was 32. So it seems like you can pencil him in for 35 home runs and have it be a guarantee. Definitely, he's gonna get a bag. I think I have him penciled in for either 4 to 5 years and between 27 and 32 million. I think again, there's a lot of teams that like him. Obviously, Philly's in the mix. I had him. I had Boston as a potential suitor because again, that 2021, that it could happen. It's a
Yeah, yeah,
possibility.
yeah.
I think
It's fair.
another surprise team that could go out and get him is Baltimore. They could pick up if they do decide
Never
to
thought
spend.
about them.
Baltimore could go out and again they have the money. They don't have a lot of money penciled into their team on big contracts, so I could see them going out and get it. But I do have them going back to Philly. Like I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
It's
I mean,
tough to
I
see
don't
him anywhere
disagree with you on
else.
that. I
I
have
haven't penciled.
other than Philly.
No, it's really tough. But I haven't penciled in for on a. I do think it's going to get to a bidding war. Like I think a lot of guys want Kyle Schwarber on their team, so I think he's going to get a bag. I have him listed down as 5 years, 150, so it's 30 mil per year. But I think he's going to get that kind of contract. Like
He's going to get
a
more than
lot
that.
of, he probably will. I think a
I think
lot
he's
of
going to
teams
get
want.
over 200.
It might. It really might. I think again, 32 years old. I could see him getting possibly a 7 year contract, even though he's basically a DH at this
Jesus.
point.
I
Like
just don't see him. I
he's
don't
just
see him.
been
I
that
don't see
good.
him leaving Philly though. Like I agree with that
It's
100.
tough.
I don't know. Like Boston, like we don't need another left-handed bat. I'm sorry. I
True.
like him. He's great, but like,
Mm,
dude, we have so many left-handed hitters in the lineup, and it's like we're trying to
mm,
get rid of one. Like we're trying to get rid of
right.
either or Abreu, and it's like you're not really going. And then you're gonna go bring another one in. It's like you're losing a guy to bring in like another lefty when you need more righties. That's why
Definitely.
the
Yeah.
Bregman and Alonso would make more sense than just
Mm.
getting Kyle Schwarber and even Pete Alonso.
No, definitely. It's a weird conversation to have. And again, I could definitely see Baltimore going out and getting him, or there could be I think I was gonna say maybe some small market teams, but like
I think I
he's gonna
got
get
one.
such a big contract.
I think San Diego could go get him because
San
they
Diego could go get him.
like I don't know. I feel like they need like if especially without like they're gonna lose Cease, they're gonna lose King. Like they
Yep.
better go spend some money. I mean, and they
Yep.
don't have
Or
Darvish.
honestly, another good one may be Arizona.
That's
Like they've
another good
been
one.
willing to
Yeah,
hand out money as of recently, and again, they're losing a couple of guys, or possibly losing a couple of guys. Like Zach Gallen's a
yeah.
free agent this year. Like
Cal
they don't
Marte
have
might get
Eugenio
traded.
Suarez. They don't have Josh Naylor anymore. Like they could go out and spend some money on
Yeah,
a Kyle Schwarber.
yeah.
Like
I
it's definitely
agree.
not out of possibility, but maybe.
Yeah, weird. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Mm,
I'm going with Philly, but it's debatable for
yeah.
sure. Um,
Mm,
my next guy is JT Realmuto, and I don't think he's going
yeah.
back to Philadelphia. I think he's going to the
Oh,
New York Yankees.
yeah. Definitely could see
I
it. They're
think
looking
I
for
think that you need another catcher, and
They
you're gonna
do
bring him in on a 2-year contract because JT Realmuto is not the same player that he once was, but he's still
no,
serviceable, and he's gonna be like a
definitely
platoon back with what's his name? Wells,
Wells.
like a right-handed and a left-handed guy to be
Mm,
behind the plate. And then
no,
you
they
don't
definitely
have
do
to
need that.
Ben Rice behind the plate as much. You could put him at first,
Mm,
and then you're not going
right.
to bring back Goldie. So yeah, I mean, I think it makes
No,
sense. I think it makes sense.
definitely. I think they tried putting Ben Rice. Ben Rice wasn't awful behind the plate last year, but definitely I think they like his bat more than his catch being able to catch. So I think this year, like that's why I don't have the Yankees going out and getting a first baseman this year. It's because
Yeah,
they're already kind of tight on money, and I think they're going to let Ben Rice develop as a first baseman. So I get definitely going see them going out and getting a catcher like
I
JT
mean, Robuto is not
Realmuto.
going to be that expensive, right? It'll be what, two
No,
years,
I think they'll
25
get it
million.
to. I think they'll get paid between 15 $17 million a year.
Oh,
Like
okay, so probably like 35
I think it'd probably be
or
between
35.
again like so if you said 2 years like between 28 to 35 million, I could
Yeah,
definitely see that as a
I just think he's a good fit for the Yankees as well. He's an older guy.
mm,
He's been in the playoffs a lot. He's also just a
mm,
good catcher. Definitely help out Austin Wells. Probably be a decent leader in the
mm.
clubhouse outside of Judge. It's what they need.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I think Romito's a good. I think he'll be a good fit for the Yankees for sure.
I
That's
do
all I
think so
got on
too.
it. I don't really have anything else to say about that. I mean, but
Yeah, no, he's a definitely good player, and again, obviously he's not in his prime anymore for sure. Like
no,
but he's still again very good defensively, very good defensive catcher. The pop isn't there as much, but he can still hit for. I don't have his numbers off the top of my head, but I'm sure he could hit around 260.
260.
But
Yeah,
again, if he was in a platoon where he only face or mainly face lefties, I think that could help him out a lot too.
yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. I guess my next guy, former Yankee, because I hope they don't re-sign him at least. Devin Williams, obviously was a stud closer for the Brewers for a long time, or I guess since I believe 2020 was his rookie season, but was really good for them. Came over to New York last year, end of the season all right, but for more than three-quarters of the season was not like his former
Well,
self.
he lost his
But
velocity.
I do think he's an interesting case because like he definitely has a track record up until last year. Like last year, definitely a high ERA, like 4.79 ERA, like not good, not what you want at a close as a for a closer. But he still had like 90 strikeouts, like still very effective. Had a great swing and miss stuff. But I do think he's gonna get a 1 to 2 year deal. Like maybe he'll get a 2 year deal, and it's one of those deals where it's an opt out after the first year if he does really good, and then go get his big bag. But definitely a weird market for him. I think again, the Yankees have been rumored to go get him. I hope that doesn't happen for both parties. I don't think that'd be a good match. But like the Blue Jays, the Cubs, the Mets, all make sense. I do think he ends up going to the Blue Jays. I think the I think if you, especially after the World Series, their bullpen was probably the Blue Jays' biggest issue
Yeah,
as a
that was
whole.
crazy. I mean,
And
Jeff
again,
Hoffman was kind of off here. I mean, I thought he was going to be. I
yeah,
literally when they signed Jeff Hoffman last offseason, I was like, dude, they're gonna be in the first place.
no,
But
and
even
I
when he
think
was still in the first place.
mm, no, but I definitely think like again the Blue Jays could help him figure it out, get back on that. Again, probably consensus top three closer in the game again, and have him do his thing. I think he goes there on a 2 year, $28 million deal, so about 14 mil a year. I think
Damn,
the name definitely still holds some value. Like
insane.
I still feel like that like teams are gonna be like that's Devin Williams. Like he's got the best changeup in
Holy
baseball when he's on. Like I do feel like he's gonna get $10 to $15 million a year.
shit.
Like
Wow.
he's
Whoever pays
I
that
think
much, he better be right back to where he was. That's all I'm gonna
and
say.
I think he will be. I don't think New York and him are a good fit. Like
He's
I wish it
just
was meant to
throw a
be, but
cutter because the Yankees try to teach everybody to throw a cutter, and it just I don't know if it worked for him.
you know, and it's I don't know. I think if he gets into a new environment, feels like his old self again, I think he'll be back to top three
Yeah,
closer in the game.
maybe I'd say so. He's up there.
Mm.
Um, yo, who's the DH for the Blue Jays? Do
For the
you
Blue
know?
Jays, the DH was Springer, George Springer.
Okay. Oh man, I'm trying to think about this for a second. I got a good one. It's kind of funny. This guy probably shouldn't be in the league, but Marcelo Zuna. I
I
I
have
think
him listed down as one of my guys.
I think he's going to Texas.
That's a good one.
I think he's going to I don't know. I feel like he looks like a Texas guy. I don't know. He looks like a guy he reminds me of Edgar Renteria a little bit. Or not like where he plays, but like his
Mm.
just the way he swings. Maybe
Yeah.
like I don't know. I feel like the Rangers, especially if they're gonna give up Adolis Garcia, I really
Mm.
think they're gonna need some guy like a big player like him to
Definitely.
even give him a chance. With Wyatt and Corey Seager, and you know they just need more
Yeah,
backup
definitely.
for
I
sure.
think Texas is in a weird spot with their DH. Like I know they're still contract with Jake Berger and Jock Peterson as their kind of platoon first base DH situation. But I didn't even think of Texas for Ozuna. That could be a good option. I had Ozuna. The the top suitors I had for him were either the Braves, the Mets, or even Boston. Like
Yeah,
again,
I low key
Boston.
wanted him. I wanted him before the last year. I wanted him to
Mm,
come to Boston and be our DH.
mm.
Fucking cheat him.
Like I would be surprised if he got a 2 year deal. I think he's gonna get a 1 year with a contender.
Yeah,
Like
it'll be a
he's
one
35
year.
right now. he still got some good pop. Like even last year, still hit 21 home runs, 68 RBIs. I had him
I think
going
he
to
was.
Boston
I think
for
he was injured.
he
He
might
didn't
have
go.
been for a little bit too. But I had him for a 1 year, 16 mil to Boston.
Wow.
I, I think. Well, I don't think you guys. I believe. I could be wrong, but I believe Rob Refschneider.
Yeah,
He
he's a
was
free
your
agent.
kind of platoon. He's a free agent this year. I don't think. Honestly, he's a lot older than I thought he was. I believe he's like 33,
30,
34.
34. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I don't think they're gonna re-sign him. I think they go out again. I I'll say in the beginning of the video, I think Boston's gonna have a really good offseason. I think they're gonna kind of go in a little bit, especially with a lot of their younger guys. So I think
We'll
again
see.
they signed some bigger right-handed bats to kind of bolster up that offense, and maybe sign another starter or maybe trade for some bullpen guys and like make a
Well,
good run.
they don't need any. They just need left-handed relievers now because they lost everybody
Mm,
except for Chapman. They traded everybody
yeah.
away. Terrible. But
Mm,
no, I mean, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'm not convinced yet.
mm,
I'm not convinced on what's going to happen with Boston, but I mean, that's a good fit. I actually like Marcelo Ozuna a lot. I think he's a good hitter.
mm.
His swing fits Fenway, in my opinion.
That's kind of what I thought. Like you get him in the mix. So say like again, the perfect Boston offseason happens, and you guys do snag Alonso and Ozuna. Like you slit. It's probably like I don't know. Trevor Story lead off, Roman Anthony two, Pete Alonso three. Uh, you add a lefty, uh, four hole, and then you put Ozuna five, and
Depends on
that's
where they're going with Durant or Abreu. That's the big
right.
thing. That's the big thing. I
Mm,
think that the Red Sox, in my opinion, I know that this isn't Red Sox talk, but I think that they need to get rid of Abreu. But I think that they're going to keep him and they're going to trade Duran. But I think they need to trade
mm,
Abreu because if Duran is too valuable and Abreu, he's good, but doesn't run well. He doesn't really get on base. He just hits homers, and his defense is elite. Don't get me wrong, but
mm.
you need a guy that gets on base and scores runs for you.
Yeah, no,
That's
definitely.
what
Again,
that's what that's what wins ball games, not striking. I mean, homers are great, but you get homers from Marcelo Zuna, Pete Alonso, Story. Even we'll see how Roman Anthony does. We'll see,
yeah.
or if Narvaez can get up to 20 this year. I don't know. But anyways, yeah,
Mm.
I like that take. Um,
No, definitely.
I'm gonna go with a who should I go with here? Damn, Miguel and Duhar. Ugh, that's a name.
Yankee legend,
He is a
2018.
Yankee legend. He is a Yankee legend. Oh man, I think where is he? Oh, Kyle Tucker. We're gonna go with the big gun here.
Yeah,
This is the big gun. All right, this one,
yeah,
it's too obvious. He's going to have it. I mean, let's be real.
yeah.
He's
That's where
going
I
to the
had
Dodgers.
him listed.
He's going to the Dodgers. And if he doesn't, then he's
He
going. I don't. I don't know.
Philly, maybe,
Oh man,
maybe.
I don't know. That's all depending on what happens. That's my biggest thing.
Right. No,
I
I
think
do think
I think that
again.
December is going to be I think December is going to be a really slow month. I don't
mm,
think anything's going to happen until like the
No,
end of the
I
month.
yeah, I
I
could
think
see it. Like again.
January is when everything's going to go down, and then like
mm,
it'll just all the big guys like Bregman, Suarez, Schwarber, Tucker, they're all just going to take their time.
Yeah. No. Again, I think again, Kyle Tucker coming off his age 28-year-old season. 22 home runs. He's a four-time All Star. 841 OPS last year in Wrigley Field, which is a hard ballpark to hit in. Yeah, like again, not a lot of suitors for the price tag that he's gonna get. He's probably gonna get like a Vlad Guerrero type contract.
Yep.
Like again, if maybe before the Trent Grisham qualifying offer happened, yeah,
Yankees had a chance.
I could possibly see it, but even then, he's gonna get a lot of money. Like, and so now like the Yankees are out. There's no way they get him. So he's either going to Philadelphia or he's going to LA. And I honestly I haven't penciled in for like a 10-year, $400 million contract.
He's going to get
Like,
fucking.
no,
He's
he's
gonna
gonna
be,
get he's
he's
gonna
going
get a ton of money.
to be paid.
It's
It's
he's gonna get
unreal.
a ton of money. Like I'll be surprised if it's 38 mil a year. Like I'm fully ready for it to be like a 40 mil per year type
Dude,
deal.
we'll see.
Yeah. No, again, he's an interesting one. He's definitely gonna get a longer year. Like I think he's gonna get a lot of the stuff that I saw had him penciled down for like 11 years, not between 9 to 12 years, and I think he's gonna get something right around in there. Like
Crazy, man.
he's gonna get a bag. Um, speaking about the Dodgers, Edwin Diaz, former
Yep. I mean,
closer
I
of the
was
Mets,
literally gonna say that for my next one. I mean, he's yeah. I mean,
former closer of the Mets. You know, again,
ugh.
he was lights out last year. 1.63 ERA, 28 saves, 98 strikeouts. He's 31 years old. I see him getting like a 4 to 5 year deal. Like, yeah, there are suitors for him. Like, the Mets could go out and get him again. The Dodgers, Giants. I have Giants listed down and make again in a weird world where they go out and just start signing guys for big money, possibly the Blue Jays. But I got him listed for a 4 year, 72 mil going to the Dodgers, highest paid closer in the league. Like, again, if you really want to nitpick the Dodgers, their one weakness last year was their bullpen. And I think they're just going to
Still
shut
won.
everybody up and just go out and sign the best guys available again.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't even know where anywhere else he would go. Anywhere else he would go, to be honest.
Mhm.
But
I could see him re-signing with the Mets. Like again, had that whole
yeah,
thing. Like he's iconic there now. Like the trumpets, City
yeah,
Field.
he's cool.
Like,
He's a
but
cool dude.
they're really, if I'm being honest, they're the really only like I can only see that if Edwin Diaz really wants to be a Met to end his career.
Yeah, we'll see
But
about that. I think the
other than
Dodgers
that,
get
I'm
money.
convinced he's a Dodger. Like, and they got his brother too. Like Alexi Diaz is in the minor league system, I
Yeah, he
believe.
is. Yeah,
And I could see them going out and just reuniting the brothers, being part of the back end of that bullpen. Like
dude,
I could see that totally
crazy.
happening. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I agree.
I guess another good one, like another big name we could talk about, Bo Bichette, interesting case.
Oh shoot, I forgot
Shortstop,
about him.
Bo Bichette, who's a shortstop, but honestly probably should be moved to second base. Not the greatest defender in the world, but that bat is again had a down season 2 years ago, but last
You know
year,
what?
outside of his injury at the end, had a great season. Like yeah, 27 years old, had a 311 batting average, 181 hits until he got hurt, like with 2 or 3 weeks left of the season. Um, I think he's gonna get a decent sized bag, like between 5 to 8 years and around 26 mil a year. Like, but again, some interesting teams for him. Like, definitely could see the Dodgers going out and making a play for him if they really wanted to. The Braves are an interesting case. The Braves could definitely go out and sign him. Their shortstop problems kind of been weird ever since Swanson left.
Yeah,
Um, and then the Blue Jays. I have them going back to the Blue Jays. I think they like, especially after going to the World Series last year. I think
ah,
they want to keep that core there together, especially with him and Vlad, who were kind of like the whole start of this Blue
yeah.
Jays team as a whole. I have him going there for 7 years, 182, but which is about 26 mil a year.
I don't know, man.
And yeah,
You know, I think this is where I differ. All right, if we're
mm,
not gonna bring back Bregman, I think he's
yeah,
coming to. I think he's coming. Listen,
yeah. I
yeah,
did.
that's my throw of the day. That's my one that I'm going to
Mm.
be a little crazy about because listen, man, like Christian Campbell. That's oh shoot, I shouldn't say that. Sorry, Hunter, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that, but like, let's be real here, all right? Let's be real.